Hello, this is Patrick at OneCNC West, and what I'd like to do in this video is share some tips in regards to working with solid models. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you inside the video. All right, so we're starting off with a solid model, and if we look over here on the right-hand side, you can see that we have some wireframe geometry. Now, the goal here is to create an extra solid model and then join those solid models together so that we end up with a part that looks like this. All right, so I'm going to show you two different workflows so that you can create this solid model. All right, the second workflow is going to be a little bit more efficient. All right, so let's start with the first workflow. I'm going to head over here to the command manager, and I'm going to select the extrude tools, and I'm going to use this option called extrude curves, and we're going to left click the boundary and right click. And then don't forget, you can always digitize vertices on an existing solid model to specify the thickness of the extrusion. All right, that looks pretty good, but you can see right away that the problem we have here is that we have two separate solid models. And because of that, we're not going to be able to create these fillets on the outside or the fillets up here on the inside. All right, so the next step is we need to union both of these solid models. So I'm going to hit the letter S on the keyboard for select, left click and left click. Let's head over here to our model operations, and you have two options. You have merge and union. I wouldn't suggest using merge, because if you use merge, you're still going to have that inside geometry. And that's why this little icon has this blue, dark blue area right here in the middle. It's showing you that even though we merge these two together into one solid model, you're still going to have these original surfaces on the inside. Whereas union, that will union both solids into a single solid model, but it will get rid of that inside inner geometry. So that's what we want. I'm going to left click that. Very good. So now this is one solid model. And by the way, you can always verify that by going into your verify tools, and over on the right, the second option from the far right, click that, take your cursor and left click, and you can see that OneCNC is telling us that is a solid model. But more importantly, notice that it says region 1. You want to make sure you only have one region. That means that it's a nice, clean, solid model without any intersecting surfaces on the inside. Okay, so solid model, region 1, that looks great. Now we can create our fillet. So let's head back over to the command manager, go into our fillet tools. We're going to be making 250 thousandths radius fillets. So I'm just going to carefully left click these 8 edges. We got an edge there, and an edge there, and then right click, and there is our part. Okay, very good. So that's one way that we can create the solid model. Let me show you a little bit more efficient way of doing this. I'm going to hit Control Z, Control Zebra to get back to where we started from. All right, so again, we're going to extrude this wireframe geometry, but this time, instead of using extrude curves, we're going to use extrude boss. Why? Because extrude boss will not only extrude the geometry, but it will join those solid models together into a single solid. So let's go extrude boss, left click, same thing. I'm going to digitize a vertice to get the thickness and right click, and that's it. That is now a single solid model. We can verify that. It's a single solid model with one region. So we can now just quickly go inside of our model tools, go to our fillet command, and again apply our 250 thousandths fillet. So by using extrude boss, that's going to give you a more efficient way to join solid models together while extruding the geometry at the same time. We don't need the blue geometry, so let's select by color, and we're going to select all the blue geometry and just hit the delete key on the keyboard. All right, that's it for this video. I hope it gave you some great tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.